What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. What's going on, everyone? We are live right now, this very moment. Make sure that you hit that like button on your way in. Let your friends and family members know about the channel as well. Here we are live. Here I am on Monday morning, and we get some news coming to Miami. And this is speculative news, and let me be clear about that up front, but it does mean a lot, and I think we need to discuss this. So thanks to my good friend Charles, who sent this to me via Instagram, and when I checked it out, the validity of it was A1. And basically, let me go ahead. I'm going to let y'all in on it right now. If you take a look at the screen, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so let me make this larger for you all to see, all right? So the NFL themselves went ahead and they posted off-season editions. They basically said, the NFL said, who was the Dolphins' biggest off-season splash? And basically, they said off-season editions: Jalen Waddle, Will Fuller, Jalen Phillips, Jason McCourty, Devin Holland. I think everybody's going to say Jalen Waddle or Jalen Phillips at the end of the day. But they were basically saying there was a post that said Miami had the biggest offseason. And Le'Veon Bell, as you all can see right here, loud and proud, right here, with the confirmation that is definitely him. I verified the account. He decides to come into Miami Dolphins arena and click yes, indeed, and then put the little face with the Now, we need to talk about this, all right? Because what I need a lot of people to understand is this could be much more realistic than some people would like or think. First and foremost, put it in the comment section right now. Let me know if you would want Le'Veon Bell on this team or not. Now, remember, Le'Veon Bell as a Miami Dolphin may not cost much at all. Just keep that in mind. Remember, last year he played 9 games with the Kansas City Chiefs and signed a minimum. He was about an $800,000 cap hit, somewhere around there. So would you like to see Le'Veon Bell as a Miami Dolphin or no? All right. So we got some yeses. We got some no's. Yes, no, yes, no. He is washed. No, yes, sir. Why not? No, he turned us down last year. I was waiting on that comment. All right, guys, it's time for me to break it down because I need to let y'all know what I think about this. All right. And those who are joining on other platforms, we are live here right now on YouTube. Shout out to H. Lee Jr., who said, good morning, TD. I appreciate you, homie. All right, man, let's break this down. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm not asking any more questions. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this. First of all, let me talk about the whole fact that he turned us down. I've already done a stream on this in the past. What we need to come to understand is the fact that it's not that he turned us down. It's the simple fact that he wanted a chance to win a Super Bowl at that very given moment. And at the very given moment, we had just came fresh off of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, we had won maybe 1 or 2 games, but it was very clear that he saw an opportunity to win a Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs over the Miami Dolphins easily. Okay, easily. Now, I think that if we would have added a guy like Le'Veon Bell, would it have been enough to get us to the playoffs? You know, win one of those games that we struggled in or something? Maybe, maybe not, but you know, that's all speculative. But what I will say is he chose the Kansas City Chiefs for an opportunity to try to get that chip right then and there. Unfortunately, he failed. And I got to be 100% honest with y'all. There he is sitting in a position now where had he signed with the Miami Dolphins, he might have had an opportunity to carve out a large role to show his value, and he might have had an opportunity to have gotten a contract extension for another 2 to 3 years potentially. And he didn't take advantage of that. And now he's sitting as a unrestricted free agent, trying to figure out either where he wants to go or who wants to sign him. I don't know what the stock is in the open market right now. I don't know if people are climbing to grab him or he's just waiting on a call. I have no, or if he's like, well, let me decide. I have no clue. If it was my guess, he's still waiting on the right fit to contact him. And his agent is probably working hard for him. But as far as him passing up on us last time, I don't see that as holding any weight in regards to you know, oh, we're not going to get him because he should have took the opportunity last time. We're going to do whatever we need to do, the Miami Dolphins, to make this roster better if we can. I've been on record. I told y'all we're going to bring in 2 more running backs. We brought in 1, but now we need 1 more to go into camp to get the best product that we possibly can at the end of the day on the field. Now, bringing Le'Veon Bell in, guys, I'm actually one of those individuals that would give it a thumbs up. I would love to bring in Le'Veon Bell. I'm just going to keep it 100 with y'all. I would love to bring him into camp because he's the exact type of guy that you need in camp to make sure that, you know, you got all the rest of those guys on edge. You know, you don't want Myles Gaskins to start feeling like, oh, he's the guy in Miami. You've already loaded competition at every single position. We need to do the same for running back, especially since it's one of the biggest question mark positions besides center on the roster. I would love to have Le'Veon Bell in camp. And I think Le'Veon Bell would make the team, and I think Le'Veon Bell would contribute to the team. What we need to come to realize is that we don't need Le'Veon Bell to be the workhorse. This is going to be by committee, and he would be an excellent weapon to have on the Miami Dolphins roster if we take a by committee approach. All this, he's washed up, blah, blah, blah. Go take a look at him with Kansas City. Don't forget, he split reps with Kansas City and in 9 games almost put up 400 yards and 2 touchdowns. Some may say, oh, that's 402 touchdowns in 9 games because he wasn't the bell cow. He wasn't the workhorse. That was by committee. They had other running backs as well. They did that by committee, but he was very productive, picking up first downs. One of the biggest traits with Kansas City is catching the ball out of the backfield. He did a lot of great work on 3rd down for them, catching the ball out of the backfield, picking up first downs. And let me tell you what never left Le'Veon Bell. All right. That Frank Gore effect. I told y'all there's only 2 running backs that I know in the league has that patience to wait for the hole, and then when it develops, hit it. Le'Veon Bell never lost that. Him and Frank Gore, they know how to sift through traffic, and those are rare running backs that know how to just move through traffic and make plays. And he has always had that, and Frank Gore has that too. I would love a running back, a type of running back like that on this roster, man. We actually need a running back like that. Myles Gaskins is a change of pace, the guy to make you some explosive plays. But Le'Veon Bell, when it gets real gritty and grimy, he's gonna make that play. He's gonna catch that ball out of the backfield. There's nobody better to catch screens and things like that out of the backfield. And I know that he's 29 years old, but again, this is a situation where we're doing this by committee. All right. By committee. Breeda G, my brother, he made a comment. He said Bell is a diva. Let me tell you one thing you do to take away divas. Okay. This is how you remove the diva out of somebody. You put them in a situation where you're not relying on them and making them feel like they're the superstar of the team. And that's why I said, just like in Kansas City, he wasn't a diva because it was by committee. He wasn't the guy they were relying to get 1,200 yards in a season and half a touchdown a game or anything like that. They just relied on him whenever his number was called, come in, play football, make a play. See, divas are reserved. Guys are only divas when they're the guy, when they're the cream of the crop, when they're at the top of everything, when they're, oh, my team is relying on me right now. There was no divaness in Kansas City because he came back down to earth because he had to. And he won't be a diva in Miami because he would come back down to earth because he would have to, because Myles Gaskins is going to get reps. Ahmed is going to get reps. And say Le'Veon Bell made the team, he's definitely going to get reps. And I think that's all that matters. All right. The follow-up question was, what happens when the diva doesn't get the ball? Then he sits on the bench and he doesn't get the ball. And if he cries, he gets cut. It's that simple. You know, and I don't think Le'Veon Bell is at a point in his career where that's going to be an issue at all. Because again, 29 years old, he knows that this is his last leg in the NFL. There's no time for the divahood. There's no time for the drama. This is a prime time to actually have a guy like Le'Veon Bell. All that drama stuff goes out of the window, because put it like this. When we say someone's a diva and they you know, they're immature or whatever we want to call it, that typically happens in their early years. This man is 29 now. And I'm willing to bet that maturity has set in just from the move last year. Maturity has to set in at some point. And that's why we hired Brian Flores, because he's the exact type of guy that neutralizes all of that. And if he can't neutralize it, then you're out of here. So again, I think that the reward outweighs the risk any day of the week in this situation, given our current running back situation. Again, I love our running back core. I think we're going to be very successful with this running back core, but at the same token, it never helps to bolster it and bring in another weapon. I like what he did in Kansas City last year. Go check the film out, ladies and gentlemen. I just got through watching a little bit more film just to be sure about how I felt about it. And I really love what he did last year. So for those who don't know, after this stream, make sure that you check out the film on Le'Veon from last year. And you're going to see he can be a very good threat for us with stretch plays running on the outside. He could be a good threat for us through the middle, you know, through traffic, which is something that we're rush hour. Okay. The Miami Dolphins run game is typically rush hour traffic. And that's what he specializes in. And not only that, I just love how he contributed to the Kansas City Chiefs catching the ball out of the backfield. When you really go look at his film, that was the biggest highlight. Like, Kansas City picked up so many third downs that they shouldn't have based off of the moves he made, catching the ball out of backfield with the defender on him. And he still can make you miss with his legs. He still has that lower body strength to shrug off anybody diving for his legs. And that's the beautiful thing about Le'Veon Bell. He hasn't lost that. Now, as far as a burst and this and that, the prime Le'Veon Bell, if we brought him into Miami, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a guy that can come in and help this offense when his number is called. We're not asking him to be the 1, 2, and 3 down back. That's what people need to understand. So at this very moment, I would love to see Le'Veon in Miami. I say they should just go ahead, give him a call. Go ahead and give him his either, you know, $1 million or veteran minimum, whatever it takes. I mean, it's not going to be much. That's the point. So it's going to be a good contract. All right. And this will be a great opportunity for the Miami Dolphins to go into camp knowing that every position has the necessary competition and where we could build a contending team out of this camp. And I think that the Miami Dolphins can do that. I think Le'Veon Bell would be an excellent choice to bolster it, because what else do you have out there? Are there any other running backs that you see out there that Miami should pursue right now that's not going to cost more than necessary? That's not going to cost more than he necessary would. So that's all I'm saying, guys. This will be like a 1-year deal. And again, I would also, have his contract with a few incentives, built in. And also, at the end of the day, it would be a good look. All right. I think that this would be a good look because this is all we need. We don't need a bell cow. We don't need a work. We just need another guy that can contribute to the committee. That's it. So Le'Veon to Miami would be a big ups. He's already let Miami Dolphins know. As you can see, he's sitting at home saying, yeah, you know what? I will come to Miami now. That's what he's doing. You see the comment. You see it right here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it clear as day. Yes, indeed. He's ready. He wants to be in Miami now. He gets it now. And I'm not holding the past against him with the whole thing of, oh, he didn't come to us the first time. It's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. But now we have an opportunity. And what we need to understand, guys, look, I like the idea of Le'Veon Bell, Myles Gaskins, Ahmed, and whoever makes the roster on the back end with Brown and those other guys we brought in. I like that idea. I like it. We'd have 4 good running backs that we feel that we can plug in different situations. And now look at your receiving core. Fuller, Waddle, Parker, Preston. Come on, y'all. Albert Wilson, Grant, and all these guys, Coleman. I mean, and there's so many others that can fit in, Merritt and all of those guys. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna lie. I got to tell y'all the truth. If Tua Tagovailoa reaches that next step, and we all pray that he does, if he takes that next step, oh boy, why can't we have the number? Listen, I'm gonna say it. Mike Gesicki. Oh my God, Hunter Long. Listen, why can't we have the best offense in the NFL? Think about Tua Tagovailoa playing phenomenal football, playing like he did at Alabama. Let me just say it like that. Think about Tua Tagovailoa playing like he did at Alabama. I don't care. Our offense is now better than the Chiefs. I said it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said it. Our offense would be better than the Chiefs. Yes, I said it. Think about that. Truly think about that. If Tua Tagovailoa can play like he did at Alabama, just, his hips are back under him, all that good stuff, our offense is better than the Chiefs. I don't care. I said it. You think the Chiefs receiving core is better than Fuller, Waddle, Parker, Preston, and the rest of those guys? No, miss me with that, because remember I said receiving core. Take Kels out of it. Our receiving core will be better than theirs, easily. And then you bring the 2 tight ends, Hunter Long and Gesicki, Kels, okay? You can say I'm wild and all you want, but why don't you name the top 4 weapons? Well, you know what? Let me help y'all out. Real quick. For all those who disagree with me, why don't you name the top 4 weapons on offense outside of quarterback that the Chiefs have? Why don't you name the top 4 weapons outside of quarterback that the Chiefs have? And I could put the R4 together, and I know we're better. See, all you're gonna say is Tyreek Hill and Kels. The rest of those guys, yeah, okay, but they're not. Come on. We're talking about Fuller, Waddle, Parker, Gesicki. Those 4 alone beat their top 4. Those four alone beat their top four. Fuller, Parker, Waddle, Gesicki. Those four alone beat their top four. You can name their top four. Those four alone will drag. Matter of fact, they will drag their top four. Come on, man. Fuller, Waddle, Parker, Gesicki. I could stop right there. It's done. Done deal. I'm telling y'all. Yes, it's better than Kels, Hill, Hardman, and Hilaire. It's better. It's better. It's better. And someone said y'all don't have a QB, but the whole premise of this was if he could play like he did in Alabama, we're going to have the best offense in the NFL. I agree. Hardman is a proven commodity, but again, put those four against our four. I didn't even mention Preston Williams. Preston Williams doesn't even belong in there. He's not a proven commodity. He's a guy who should be a proven commodity, but he's not. Fuller, Waddle, Parker, Gesicki. The combination, in my opinion, is better than any four you're going to give me with the Chiefs. Any four you're going to give me with the Chiefs, the overall combination is better. Now, you get me on this one. You stump me on this one. Breeder G said, at the end of the day, who had the better offensive coordinator? You see, so ours is unproven. We don't know. So you stumped me in that area. But we're talking about just lining up talent to talent. Put it like this. What would Mahomes do more with? The four he got now or the four that I just named with the Miami Dolphins? That's the best way to answer that. Which group would Mahomes do more with? That's the better way to answer it. If Mahomes had the four that I named with the Dolphins, would he do better with those four guys? Parker, Waddle, Fuller, Gesicki. Or would he do better with the four that he has? And I ain't talking about, he got camaraderie with them guys. I'm just talking about raw. If he had no camaraderie with none of them, which four would he do better with? So I get the argument with OCs and all of that, but now answer the question. He would do better with the Dolphins unit. He would do better with the Dolphins unit, y'all. I'm telling you. He would. He would. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And Waddle is unproven, but every comparison they give for Waddle in the NFL is Tyreek Hill. Come on, man. And let me tell you something. Say I am wrong. At least they're right there with them. Say you disagree with me. At least you can admit. Now you're way out of bounds if you don't at least admit that they're at least right there with them. They could be neck and neck with them. And I know I'm right. I know that those four collectively are better than the other four. But say that you disagree. At least you know they are right there with them. They do running backs by committee. We'll do running backs by committee. We got the extra tight end in the draft. We got the extra receivers on the depth chart that go back. Because I'm going to tell you this, outside of those four, when you start going to Kansas City's depth chart, I like to think our depth chart in the wide receiver group is better. Our depth chart in the tight end group is starting to look better with the draft cap pick that we just got. We right there, ladies and gentlemen. Miami Dolphins, go ahead and bring Le'Veon Bell in. Bolster the running game. Continue the by committee approach. And it won't hurt anything. All it can do is help. It won't hurt anything. All it can do is help. Noah Madden said, TD, we have the best wide receiver depth in the league. I'm not going to disagree with that. I really do feel like we have riches of wide receivers. A lot of talent. And now I feel like Parker goes down. Okay. Last year, Parker goes down. Oh, we need Grant to step up. What? Now Parker goes down. Okay. Preston goes down. Okay. And then on top of it, even the guys that had to step up last year, this is year 2 now for a lot of them in their own development and growth, getting their feet wet. Matter of fact, see, people underestimate this as well. Getting their feet wet last year, they were able to get something valuable that that's 2 years in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Think about 2 years ago, Nick Needham and all of those guys. I mean, we had guys who should have never seen a starting role in the NFL get valuable reps for a half of a season. I mean, they got to play in the NFL as a starter. And now they go into year 2 and they actually cement their position as a legitimate backup where if a starter got hurt, we feel good. And then that happened in some areas. Now the same thing happened last year with running backs, with wide receivers this time. Last year it was defense. This year it was running backs and wide receivers. We had a whole bunch of guys that really wouldn't have gotten real NFL reps had it not been for injuries last year. And they got them, and it's going to be very valuable, y'all. It's going to be valuable. Valuable. And now they're going to have the opportunity to come in and show their elevated game. Oh my gosh, they're like, ooh, I got a shot here. I actually got to play in the NFL last year as a starter when the starters got hurt. I actually didn't do bad. I actually did very well. Myles Gaskins, Ahmed, Coleman, all of these guys, man, all the receivers that got some good reps last year. They didn't do bad because that's another thing that people need to recognize. Oh, well, Tua was playing with a whole bunch of third stringers. Them third stringers caught the ball from him. Believe it or not, it was the starters that had more drops than the third stringers. I still remember that game where Tua went 20 of 26. And there were like three or four drop passes. And people were like, oh, he playing with these guys that dropping balls. That man went 20 of 26. That was a good game. Because who caught them other 20 passes? Them same guys. Those same guys. Now they're coming into another year with more experience. Bolden, Perry, Coleman, all of these guys. And I keep on forgetting the receiver from Buffalo. I keep forgetting to mention him. I think that's his name. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. The receiver from Buffalo that averaged 20 yards a catch that they got early in free agency. They didn't get him late. They got him early in free agency. Y'all refresh my memory, man. Refresh my memory. The one that averaged 20 yards a catch. Yeah, Foster. I keep forgetting about him. The man averaged 20 yards a catch, and they got him early in free agent. Like, he was a priority. Hey, yeah, we want him. We want him. Get him. They got him early in free agency. This wasn't a case where they just got him last week after the draft or right before the draft. But we're not even mentioning him. We have riches at the wide receiver position. Now we need to do the same at the running back position. Again, I like where we are with the running back position, but we all know it could be better. And Le'Veon Bell would be the perfect guy to come in and give you a few reps. You're not asking for more unless he earns more. Let me say that again. You're not asking him to do more unless he earns more. And if he earns more, then we're in an even better position. Much better position, man. We're going into camp ready, man. And you wonder why there was a high turnout to the OTAs. When the league, the Players Association told all players, I want y'all to hear me closely here. This is a fact. This ain't my speculation. The Players Association told all the players, you don't need to go to that. Based off of what we negotiated with the COVID protocols, we negotiated on your behalf. You don't need to go to that. Matter of fact, not only do you not need to go to it, I don't even recommend you go to it. But somehow we get 85% participation, close to 90. Out of 90 guys, we get over 70. You know why that is, right? First of all, they love their coach. They love Brian Flores and they trust him. Number two, they know good and well, I can't afford not to be there. It's too much talent out there. This roster ain't built for divas. Divas going to get cut and they're not going to think twice about it. Divas are going to get cut and they won't think twice about it. That's what we've come to, okay? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Should the Miami Dolphins bring in Le'Veon Bell? Should they just not worry about it and keep what they have? Please drop a comment in the comment section of the video. Let me know what you think. This is TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. It's your boy, man. I'm out. I will see y'all soon. Love y'all. Got to talk to y'all in a little bit about Noah Igbenogany, my thoughts on him. I'm like, ooh, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. I got to give you my thoughts on Noah Igbenogany, all right? Appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. We have 400 people watching, only 175 likes. Just hit it on your way out, guys. Love y'all. Catch y'all soon. Peace.